Welcome to Life by Design, episode 405. Welcome to Life by Design. I'm your host, Dr. Jim Richards, and I'm joined today by my colleague, Dr. Cratio Jug.
Yep.
We are creators of Life by Design with many locations worldwide. Each week on this show, we discuss the principles and the practice of Life by Design. On today's episode, Cratio, we're talking about a great piece of research. Chiropractic improves balance and strength. So we'll talk about the research today. We'll talk about the outcomes, and we'll talk about why that matters to you. So why don't you tell us a bit about the study and why people should actually care?
Yeah. So it was, again, I always send you these, I got to paint this context. I always send you these, about a week ago, and then you ask me, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. We're doing this one today. If I remember correctly, the study was done in Florida at the military hospital there. They looked, they had 111 active military personnel, 55 in the control group, 55 in the active group. The active group received 1 month's worth of chiropractic care. The inactive group did not. They measured against muscle endurance, muscle strength, pain, all of which statistically significantly improved in the active group. They received chiropractic care. There were 22, this is very important, 22 adverse effects reported, all of which were slight pain that ended up clearing up by themselves after a couple days. The points to the study and the part that is very comforting is, number one, chiropractic is more than just, it's starting to become more prevalent in chiropractic literature. The chiropractic is more than just about helping you with pain. There's other physiological effects that we can notice, and the adverse reactions was very small, and they passed.
I was just taking a look at the study. There was 4 months of chiropractic care.
Yes, thank you for fact checking me.
Fact checking, yeah, it was fake news.
Got it.
Well, and I think that's an important point. It's like anything. If you start working out for 3 or 4 workouts, really the significance of the effect is probably not going to be all that grand compared to something that's more consistent. And so there's, just the same in corrective chiropractic. There's a timeline and a volume of inputs that need to happen to the biostructural system in order to make changes. And in this study, what is also interesting is, of these people, 86% had lower back pain for more than 3 months, 66% were greater than a year. So I do find it interesting how people come into the practice, and we do a great job of orienting them, but they have these challenges in their body, whether it be physical pain or other types of disability or just dysfunction, even organic dysfunctions, for sometimes decades. And the fact that we can see significant change in 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks time, to me is mind-blowing. And I think that's something that we don't actually give enough attention to, that if the problem has been there that long and you can make a significant impact in that short of a time, it really points to what an effect that corrective chiropractic has to the body's central nervous system. And again, I think that really is the crux of how corrective chiropractic works and delivers such a big bang for your buck, is because the nervous system is such a controller of the whole body. Anything that influences it, corrective chiropractic included, exercise would also influence it. Certain dietary changes would also influence it, all, by the way, which are part of our recommendations within the Life by Design blueprint. Mm-hmm. It's amazing how implementing those things can have such a dramatic effect in a short period of time.
Totally agree. I also, to complete the cycle and to add our thoughts as to like recommendations and chiropractic care, people are going to seek chiropractic care for whatever goals that they want. Mm-hmm. My internal dream, is just for people to go to chiropractic and to have their spines checked and examined, because it's important to know the status and the health of your spine, your nerve system, and because it's good for you.
Yes. I think to get corrective chiropractic specifically positioned in a way that dentistry is positioned, with some variations, but the general idea is that people go to a dentist to get their teeth checked. And they really get that. And they go to an optometrist to get their eyes checked. But I think dentistry is really the best, equipment.
Because they have a way to keep them healthy, though, too, the dentists, right?
Correct. And maybe even more so than dentistry in terms of applying to, say, corrective chiropractic would be orthodontics, like going and having your teeth checked for structural imbalances and taking time and repetition in order to change the structural imbalance and affecting things on a more dramatic level. It's not to say I don't love my dentist, but getting my teeth clean and flossed is great, but it probably wouldn't have as a dramatic effect as wearing braces if my teeth were structurally distorted. And so the same is true with corrective chiropractic, where traditional chiropractic can be great for short-term ache and pain relief and other things. And I don't think it's a better or worse situation. It's just an apples, oranges. And I mean, we refer to traditional chiropractors all the time. I have friends who are traditional chiropractors. So I think, this idea of, there's one type of chiropractic that's better. Again, it's just, what is it that your goal is? What's the actual problem? And what's going to be the best solution to that problem? We have patients who I refer to traditional chiropractors because I'm not the best solution for the problem that we discovered and the goals that they actually have.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're talking about the best, when it comes to any product or service, it's an individual decision, right? So the consumer gets to decide what's best for them.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, the take home for today, as always, is just recognizing that the effects of a healthy nervous system and an improved spine, if there is a problem, go far beyond just the outer layers of the tissue, go far beyond just reducing aches and pains. And they do have a dramatic effect on more of the physiological systems in the body. In this particular case, if we're focusing specific on what this said, balance, strength, muscle endurance, as well as pain relief. So for anybody who hasn't sought a chiropractor or a corrective chiropractor for analysis, we obviously encourage you to do that. If you do want referrals and you're looking for a Life by Design or Life by Design style of practice, you can always message us here at Life by Design, whether it's Jamie at lifebydesign.com or Kreshmir at lifebydesign.com. We'd be happy to do some research and find people in your area. That probably one of the best things we could do that would make us happy as Cratio is if we can find more people, corrective chiropractors in their area, that would make my day.
Me too.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining the drive to 1 million families worldwide living life by design.